This is you at the U.S. Open. This is you.
The great Serena Williams.
She wasn't born into fame. She built it.
Lean into it.
One swing, one battle, one victory at a time. From Compton's cracked courts to global stardom, this is not just the story of a tennis player. This is the rise of a warrior, a mother, a mogul. This is Serena Williams.
Women's singles champion, Serena Williams.
And what you're about to hear might just change how you see greatness.
Open the stand, right there, straight through. There you go, that's great.
Serena Jamaica Williams was born on September 26, 1981, in Saginaw, Michigan, USA. She is the youngest of 5 daughters of Richard Williams and Oracene Price. Her parents had a powerful vision. They believed their daughters could be champions.
Monica Seles, she's a great player, and she's #1 now, and she's only 16.
Serena grew up in Compton, California, where the streets were tough, but her family's dreams were tougher. Her father, Richard, though not a professional coach, learned tennis through books and videos. He trained both Serena and her sister Venus on public courts, often under the hot sun, for hours. Their mother, Oracene, taught them discipline and strength. Together, their parents created not just athletes, but future legends.
To U.S. Open champion.
Serena was homeschooled, so she could dedicate more time to tennis. But education was never ignored. Her parents made sure she learned both in books and in life. At age 4, Serena began serious training. By age 9, she had already won 46 junior tournaments. In 1991, the family moved to Florida, where she and Venus joined the Rick Mackey Tennis Academy. Mackey saw raw talent in Serena, fast footwork, fierce focus, and fearless attitude. But in a bold move, their father pulled them out of junior tournaments. He didn't want them to burn out too early. He was raising champions not just for today, but for a lifetime. Serena turned pro in 1995, at just 14 years old. In 1999, at the age of 17, she won her first Grand Slam title, the U.S. Open, defeating world #1 players and shaking the tennis world. Between 2002 and 2003, she achieved the legendary Serena Slam, winning 4 Grand Slam titles in a row. Over the years, she collected a total of 23 Grand Slam singles titles, the most in the Open era. Her rivalry with Venus Williams created history, but their bond remained unbreakable. Despite injuries and criticism, Serena always came back stronger, not just physically, but mentally. She wasn't just winning matches, she was changing what was possible for women, for Black athletes, for dreamers everywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2009 U.S. Open Women's Doubles Champion.
In 2015, Serena met Alexis Ohanian, co-founder of Reddit. The two fell in love, and Alexis proposed in 2016 in Rome. The couple welcomed their daughter Alexis Olympia Ohanian Jr. on September 1, 2017, but Olympia's birth was not without complications. Serena experienced a life-threatening medical emergency after delivery, including blood clots in her lungs. It was one of the toughest periods in her life, but she fought through it with the same determination she showed on the court. Serena has since been a vocal advocate for maternal health, especially for Black women who often face greater risks during childbirth. She used her own story to raise awareness, showing once again that her strength goes far beyond tennis. Later that year, on November 16, 2017, Serena and Alexis got married in a star-studded but heartwarming ceremony in New Orleans. Their bond is filled with mutual respect and support. Alexis has often spoken proudly about Serena's achievements, calling her the greatest athlete of all time. Being a mother changed Serena profoundly. She once said, "When I step on the court, I think about what kind of example I want to set for my daughter." Her return to tennis after giving birth was not just about winning, it was about proving that women can do it all. Serena Williams is not only a tennis legend, she is also a smart businesswoman, a bold fashion icon, and a fearless voice for social justice. After dominating the sports world, she turned her focus to building an empire beyond the court. Serena always had a passion for fashion. She studied fashion design at the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale in the early 2000s. In 2018, she launched her own clothing line, S by Serena, a brand that celebrates confidence, diversity, and female empowerment. Her designs are bold, body positive, and inclusive, reflecting Serena's own journey of self-love and strength. But Serena didn't stop at fashion. She also became a powerful investor. Through her company, Serena Ventures, she is invested in over 60 startups, focusing on women-led and minority-owned businesses. Her goal? To create opportunity where it's often denied. She once said, "I want to invest in people who look like me." In the world of business, she is seen as a strategic and visionary leader. From tech companies to wellness brands, Serena uses her platform to build wealth, not just for herself, but for future generations. Beyond business, Serena is deeply involved in philanthropy. She supports education, healthcare, and equal rights for all. She has worked with organizations like UNICEF and has helped build schools in Africa. Her foundation also focuses on giving young people, especially girls, access to quality education. Serena is also a loud and unapologetic voice against racial injustice and gender inequality. She has spoken out about the unfair treatment of Black women in sports, healthcare, and society. She has used her fame not just to gain power, but to challenge systems and inspire change. In every space she enters, business, fashion, activism, Serena walks with purpose. She doesn't just break records, she breaks barriers. In August 2022, Serena Williams announced her decision to evolve away from tennis, a graceful way of saying goodbye to the sport she had dominated for over 2 decades. Her final professional match came at the US Open 2022, where she fought bravely before bidding an emotional farewell. Her retirement wasn't the end, it was a new beginning. Serena said she wanted to focus on growing her family and expanding her business ventures. But for millions of fans, the news marked the end of an era. Tennis would never be the same without her. Even after retirement, Serena's presence remains powerful. Her influence is seen in every young Black girl who picks up a tennis racket, in every woman who dares to dream bigger, and in every athlete who refuses to stay silent in the face of injustice. She didn't just change tennis, she redefined greatness. She wasn't born into fame, she built it. One swing, one battle, one victory at a time. From Compton's cracked courts to global stardom, this is not just the story of a tennis player. This is the rise of a warrior, a mother, a mogul. This is Serena Williams, and what you're about to hear might just change how you see greatness. She taught us that greatness isn't something you're given, it's something you fight for. From every serve to every speech, she proved that power and grace can live in the same heart. Her story may have started on a simple court, but it will echo forever in history. This is not the end. This is the beginning of her legacy. Thank you for watching.